Whoa, 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 whoa. Hope y'all can see me. Set this phone right. Get me a. I need to figure out get me something else so I can set this phone right. Hope everybody's having a good night. Getting some rest. Had to stop by, grab me a little nightcap, relax a little bit. Wasn't really stressful or nothing like that, but just a long day. It was just the day was just pretty long. Seemed to drag and stuff like that, but I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. So I'm driving around the groups that me and the team is taking around. It's a bunch of socialites and Baltimore's high end people, of course. So these are people the city is trying to get to invest back into the city. Invest in the neighborhoods and invest in more restaurants, things of that nature. So tonight we took them over to one of the distilleries. And, when I say it's a bunch of people, bunch of them, these are former Olympians, these are people that are day traders, these are brand supervisors and, authors, actors, actresses, bunch of different, careers and such. And I'm standing around these people. Mind you, anybody that knows me knows I don't care what people think of my social status, because I know in the back of my mind that my mind is always working towards the next level, and I'm patient enough to understand that when God opened up the door for me, that's it. It's just gonna be moving. But for some reason tonight, and I don't know whether it was because I was hungry or I just wasn't in the mood or what, but for some reason, I just felt out of place. And I didn't feel comfortable around these people. And I couldn't really figure out why. But like I said, I was hungry and everything like that. So I just left because I was like, I don't feel right. I don't feel like I belong. So I left. And I was speaking with one of my colleagues, and he was like, "Man, you need to go inside and grab one of them plates. Grab one of them finger sandwiches or something like that, just hold you over." And I said, I was just over there, but I don't know, I started feeling queasy. I didn't feel right. So I just left because I just did not feel right. I didn't feel like I belonged in there. So me and the gentleman ended up, so we got off of work. We ended up stopping by one of the little spots that I go to, and having a drink and grabbing just a little late night snack. And me and him sitting down there just talking, and I brought the fact up how I felt earlier, and I was like, I don't know what it was. He was like, brother, let me tell you something right now. Don't ever feel like you're out of place. Don't ever feel like you don't belong somewhere, because what those people got is physical, and that don't mean nothing, because it can be taken away at any moment. And they'll be either in your position or right underneath your position. Don't ever let somebody's status make you feel away. And I was really trying to think whether or not it was the status or not. He was like, he's talking to me, and he's like, he was like, I don't want to, misread you or anything like that, but the way you sound like you felt like you were inferior, like you didn't deserve to be in that presence, in that space. And and in myself, I thought about it. I was like, did I feel inferior? And I explained to him. I said, it's just that I don't know. I just felt like I should be here. I should be here figuring out how to give back to the city, how my money can help. I should be working hard and not having to worry about bills and stuff like that, because bills will be paid regardless. But I should be at a spot where I can give back and not have to worry about it. I can invest, and over the course of time, I see a return on my investment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's how I felt. And, you know, we talked, and he talked to me, and he said, you know, well, what are you doing to reach those type of goals? You know, what are the things that you're doing? And, you know, not putting my business out there too much. You know, I mentioned, like, you know, one or two things, you know, that I'm slow walking in, you know. And, shout outs to a brother that, you know, I talked to on set that gave me an idea to, you know, and some of the first couple of steps I had to take. But, you know, just me and him talking, and, you know, he really just put things in a perspective for me. And yeah, you know, I get it. I'm Breeze. I'm Mike. I'm a smart young man. You know, I can toot my own horn if I want to, but I don't. But I got sense. But sometimes I really do feel like I'm not moving fast enough, man. Like, I really do, yo. I really feel like I blink and I'm going to be 40. I blink, I'm going to be 50. I blink, I'm going to be 60. And I didn't get shit done. And it scares me, man. And I just can't believe I felt so just out of place among people that bleed like me. But I'm telling you, man, just having the talk earlier with my colleague, and just, you know, hearing some of the things that he went through as a younger man, and, you know, some of the things that he, you know, he had to go through, and some of the sacrifices he's made, and some of the steps that he's taken to, you know, and he said to me straight out, he said, by no means am I a rich man, but I'm comfortable, and I'm making moves towards my goals. So like he told me, and I'm gonna tell y'all, baby steps, you know, baby steps. When you're bored, when you don't got nothing to do, go read a book on that topic that you want to get into. Go look into, you know, opening up this store, this branch of this. Go look into investing in that. Go look into what you got to do to get into this type of market, that type of market. Start doing your due diligence and researching. And start talking to people. Not everybody's going to be willing to share their knowledge, but trust me, there's people out there that will. Because sure enough, me and him sat out here for a whole hour, and I just so happened to bring up something, and he said, oh, you're into that? Oh, well, shoot, I can bum. And I got a couple things that I need you to read then, so you can totally get it. And you can understand A, B, and C about this, and C, D, F, and all of that. And he just started really just letting me know some things. So you got to open your mouth, people. You got to open your mouth. You got to be willing to, you know, share knowledge. You got to be willing to, you know, just be willing to accept help. Because nobody got to where they're at by themselves. I don't care who they are. Somebody opened the door somewhere. Somebody shared some type of knowledge with them. You heard? So, you know, I'm here to say, just like he told me, don't ever feel inferior in a room full of, you know, kings, or, you know, I'm a king too, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean when I say that. In a room full of millions. Let me just say money-wise. Don't ever feel inferior in a room full of millionaires. Because at the end of the day, you take that away from them, they just like you. They just like me. At the end of the day, they're at a place in their life, you know, could have well been luck, could have well been hard work. But either way, don't ever feel inferior around anybody. Don't ever. They didn't. I'm not saying they went out their mouth and made me feel inferior, but just me, myself, just because I have aspirations that are above and beyond what I'm doing now, and it just always hits me sometimes. It always hits me sometimes. It hits me sometimes that I just feel like I should be doing more. But, you know, talking, realizing, you know, you got to talk to people, you got to share knowledge, and you got to be willing to take the sacrifice to save your money where you can and all of that type stuff, man, and start really investing in yourself. Like I said before in other videos, I've taken losses, and it seems like sometimes it just seems like I've just taken nothing but losses. But, you know, I'm taking steps to invest in myself and invest in things that I want. It's just about patience and slow rolling. So, in the meantime, Have faith in your skills. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in God. Pray. Talk to people. Network. All that good stuff, okay? It's all good. I'm headed home. Getting off this phone. Everybody have a good night.